On the bench today is the Squier Series 24 Model 77 or M77 guitar. At first glance, the Squier M77 looks like Squier was copying the Gibson Les Paul guitar. The tag attached to the handle of the case my guitar came to me in from the seller has hand printed on it Squier Les Paul. We must follow the lineage of the Squier M77 to really understand where it came from. Fender acquired Guild guitars in 1995. Fender then purchased the DeArmond brand in 1997. Prior to 1997, DeArmond was a well-known maker of pickups. DeArmond was already associated with the Guild name brand prior with producing pickups used in Guild guitars in the 60s and later. Fender, under the brand name of DeArmond, produced a line of affordable Korean-made guitars that were inspired by Guild guitars. These guitars were produced from 1998 to 2002. The strategy was intended to mirror the success that Gibson had with making more affordable versions of Gibson guitars under the Epiphone brand name. Fender was not as successful in sales with the DeArmond line as they had hoped. Mike Ton was the global marketing manager for Fender at the time and was tasked with fixing DeArmond. Ton shifted the DeArmond guitars to be made and sold under the more successful banner of Squier, hoping this would boost sales. Under the Squier banner, the 15 DeArmond guitars now became the 7 guitars that made up the Squier Series 24 line. The model names were the same as they were transferred over from DeArmond. The M77 was a direct descendant of the DeArmond M77, which was a Guild-inspired design. At the end of the day, though, the M77 can be viewed as a Gibson Les Paul variant, having the same single cutaway, scale length, control capabilities, and layout. It is a very well-made variant and amazingly affordable when you find them. If you look at the specs of both the DeArmond M77 and the Squier M77, you'll see the direct lineage. Specification-wise, they're pretty close to being the same guitar. There are a few visible differences like the shape of the headstock and obviously the different logos. The specifications for the Squier M77 are, it has a mahogany set neck with a rosewood fretboard. The neck shape is a C shape with medium depth. There are 22 jumbo nickel silver frets. The fretboard radius is 12 inches, the nut width is 1 11/16, and the scale length is 24 3/4 inches. The pickup configuration is humbucker with 2 Duncan-designed humbucking pickups. It has a 3-position pickup selector switch, and it has dedicated volume and tone to each of the 2 pickups. The hardware is chrome, the tuners are cast-sealed tuners, the bridge is a 2-pneumatic bridge with stop tailpiece. The guitar is made in Korea. It was introduced in 2002 and discontinued in 2004. The original guitar retailed for $817.99. Used, the guitar, depending upon condition, goes for between $300 and $700. At first, like others, I saw the M77 by appearance only, as a well-made copy of a Les Paul. I think as a result, I kind of discounted it. I saw the guitar really as an oddity that Squier made some strange marketing foray with and produced a series of instruments that in some regards look just like Gibson guitars, I guess hoping to compete with Gibson. A lot of folks refer to the guitar as the Squibson. Squibson is a clever nickname. It's a combination of Squier and Gibson, and it perfectly captures the essence of the Squier M77. Well, sort of. Another example of this from the Series 24-7 is the Squier S65, which looks pretty much like a Gibson SG, but is a copy of the Guild Polera. Story for another day. I've really come to appreciate the M77 as I've had it in my possession for a while. I've come to like the differences from the subtle roundness to the body as opposed to the Les Paul's sharper edges. The guitar is very lightweight in comparison to a Les Paul, with the weight only being 7 pounds and 8 ounces or 3.41 kilos. The neck is a pleasure to play. To be honest, I like it better than my Les Paul guitars. It's more comfortable to grip and fret. The nut is well cut and in good shape. The stop bar and bridge seem to be quality parts. The neck and action on this guitar is very straight, flat. I set the string height to my preferred setting, and there's still a lot of room to adjust on the bridge. The electronics are made up of full-size Cort brand pots, Cort being the factory and company that made the guitar in Korea. They work great, and the tones that come out of the 2 Seymour designed humbuckers, they're very usable. The neck position, in my opinion, is a great sounding rhythm pickup. Measuring for impedance, the neck pickup measures 7.05 k ohms. Both pickups together measure 4.85 k ohms, and the bridge pickup by itself measures 15.59 k ohms. My guitar was made in 2002, making it almost a 23-year-old guitar. This is a great test for quality. If the guitar was not well made, it would not be in the condition that it is in today. Everything looks great, and it's held up really well. The finish is very nice, and the double binding on the body and also the binding on the neck are very well done. My guitar sat on eBay for over 6 months. I think that they're kind of underappreciated or just not known very well. I marked it as watch, so it was always showing up in my feed. It was only $345, and I didn't really pay attention that it came with a really nice hardshell case. One day, I just finally decided to pull the trigger and go ahead and purchase a guitar. I'm really glad that I did.